long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Takes the handoff. It's White. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The catch is made for a huge pickup. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back, and he'll lost it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Now, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Brown. Breaks loose at the 45. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. The penalty backs him up, first and very long. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Back to pass. It's Nolan. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to his target. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that is a big-time play.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's White. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Nolan. Receiver makes the catch. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long with this third down. Scanning the field. It's Nolan. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. On the return, it's Brown. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket, nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Using his legs, it's Brown. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And it's caught from inside the 20. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And they will claim the second half lead. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Bringing pressure. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The back's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. 2nd and short, easy first down. No, denied. Stop, bring up 3rd down.
3rd down, it's a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. And he'll set up to throw. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Notre Dame 10.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Slides the quick throw. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Running right through tacklers. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter to give them the lead.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Graham. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
That completion makes it second and medium. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. On the run, it's Young. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down just short of a mark for him that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this 3rd down to keep them short of the 1st down. Now it's 4th down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Keeping it on the ground here. He didn't make it. Stopped short. That is a crucial turnover on downs here in this tight football game.
I mean, I hate to second guess here, but why in the world with this lead wouldn't you just punt the ball away and allow your defense to ice this football game? This now gives this offense great field position and a chance to really take advantage of it.
Pressure is coming. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Backed up with the 1, he's going to throw it. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Chris, you're only down 1 possession. This quarterback hasn't had the greatest of days, but I'll tell you what, a play like that, maybe it helps him start to string together a few in a row.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Well, they get the completion, but they don't come up with a 1st down. Probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so now they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter, game on the line, and then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not, and that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.